Good morning. My name's Electric Johnny Hat. I hope you're all well. Sunday morning. I think it's about 8:30, so I best keep the noise down. I'm sure there's a lot of people going out partying last night, and they just need to relax on the Sunday, the day of rest and all that. I've just got the balcony door open at the moment. That's why I smoke a cigarette. I know YouTube don't like people smoking on YouTube, but YouTube decided to shadow ban me anyway, so I'll smoke. A lot of people do, you know. You can't hide smoking. Everybody, well, not everybody, a lot of people smoke, you know. Right, 1 second, just closing balcony door. Sorry about that. Nicotine fix in the morning. Right, so yesterday I went through a lot of stuff on YouTube regarding the flat earth, and it seems they've hired a lot more people now to go against it. I mean, there was one guy drop comments. These people don't answer your comments, they really don't. I think they get the bots to do that for them, you know. But he showed one picture of the curve, but you can clearly see it was the magnetism, Earth's magnetism, that was pulling on the light and not the Earth, you know. But I say they don't answer them sort of comments, do they, you know, because their narrative is going against it, you know. So he didn't show a curve at all, he showed the magnetism that pulls on the light. Remember, magnetism pulls on the light to make it look convex, flat and concave. That's life, that's the way it is. That's science, that's physics. That's how this earth works. Magnetism is everywhere and it pulls on the light, making it all look a different shape. So, you know, I'm not a flat earther, I've always said that. But I'm looking for the curve, obviously. I believe that the Earth is just so big that you will never ever see a curve. Not with our cameras anyway. The Earth is way too big. That seems to be the problem of a lot of people. They put their video out, they go to a certain part in the atmosphere and they see it's all flat. Well, you know, there's concavers out there, concave earthers out there, which I looked into. Of course, I look into a lot of things. And the concave earth, it's completely flat. Remember, we can't see beyond the horizon. We can't. And apparently that goes up at the edges, allegedly, which is what Picard said. Picard. Spoke to a guy yesterday and he said that, no, Picard said that it was a ball. It's just misinformation being thrown out everywhere, you know. It seems to be... But they go against everything, so, you know. So the bottom line is, I mean, we still haven't found the curve. Because I believe because the Earth is just so big that you're never going to see the curve, ever. If the Earth was spinning at 1,000 miles an hour and you're walking as it spins, and I know there's a difference here between us walking at, say, 6, 7, 8, 10 miles an hour and the Earth spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, but we don't feel it spinning. If we're walking or going forward and the Earth is spinning, then it's always going to look flat anyway. Always. So they've hired a lot more people now on YouTube to go against the flat earthers. I really don't understand why they're putting so much time and effort into this, and they have done for the last 3 years. Well, I think 2 years, isn't it, is when they started clamping down on it. And they're saying that people are pushing out misinformation, but all we've ever asked for is to find the curve or show us the curve, which obviously they can't do. They can't. Neil deGrasse Tyson just went on Joe Rogan and admitted that they use a fisheye lens up there. So it seems that they're slowly breaking us in to what is really going on. I've always believed in a crystalline dome that's all around us, a barrier of energy, etheric energy. But the world doesn't have to be flat for there to be a dome. I said this last year as well. And I remember on my last channel I did videos saying about this, saying that there was a crystalline dome around the Earth, around the round Earth there is. That's what I believe, that's what I've seen with my research, that's what I've seen. But what they did, the Flat Earthers, nicked my video and they put it onto their Flat Earth research. How dare they do that? That's not right, because my video was not about that. Why does the Earth have to be flat for there to be a crystalline dome all around us? An etheric barrier to protect the Earth? We've been told so many times in the past that we have been quarantined. And yes, we have been quarantined. By who? I don't know. Somebody has put an etheric barrier around the Earth. And I do believe the Earth is round. I do. And like I said, I just don't... We can't see the curve because the Earth is so big. So you will never see a curve. It's always going to look flat to the observer. Always. Now I remember MC Toon put out a video last year as well of a rocket going up, going through the atmosphere, leaving the Earth obviously, leaving the troposphere, going straight away up. And they've got a camera on there. And as it goes up, you can see the Earth sort of going back. But then the video stops. And then Toon straight away was going, yes, you can see that we're leaving the Earth here. But there is a membrane between the Earth and the crystalline dome, like a gap. Now, once you leave the Earth or the atmosphere, the part of the atmosphere, let's say the thermosphere, we go up. And we go up, and there's always going to be that gap. So they decide, MC Toon decided to jump on that and say, well, there you go, one shot. But then the camera stops. Because if the rocket would have kept going, it would have hit the dome. Absolutely. Neil deGrasse Tyson slipped up about the firmament. He's admitted there's a fisheye lens up there. The whole point of my research on all of this, and I've showed videos of this, of models of a round Earth with a crystalline dome around it, a protector. Every body has a crystalline dome around it. This is what I believe through my research. And I don't go for the new videos, I go back very, very far to find older videos before all this censorship was put out. So that's what I do. I go for the old stuff that gives us a clear indication of what's really going on. And even very, very far back, many, many years, they still talk about the crystalline barrier all around us. I believe the Earth is a ball with a crystalline barrier protector around the Earth. And the reason you can't see the curve is because the Earth is so big. This is what I believe. So I threw out loads of questions. Like I said at the start of this video, I put out a load of questions. I'm a big believer in asking questions, always. You always have to ask questions. So if you go onto somebody's channel and they're talking about a certain narrative, then you need to ask questions about that narrative. But the thing is, people don't like that. They don't want you asking questions. It only takes one question to close everything down. And that's not a trolling thing. That's just somebody asking questions. But it's easy to throw, oh, that guy's a troll. No, I'm not a troll. I've never been a troll, ever. I just ask questions. And I don't believe the narratives that keep being thrown out there. I don't. We can't leave this Earth because we've been quarantined, which is what I believe. And if somebody wants to show a rocket leaving the Earth, please do. Because if they show a curve, if they show a curve, then we can go on that. I'm defending here, kind of defending the Flat Earthers. Because if they actually did see a curve, then it would all become clear, obviously. And then we can go from there. Everything I've done on this channel is the truth, or pushing out what I believe to be the truth. Always. I'm the one that gets trolled a lot. I never understood why. This is why I've always said, could I be the only genuine one out here? Right. Just going to say something else. Mika Dank. I do like his work. I really do. I don't agree with everything he says. Absolutely not. It's just another thing where you have to ask questions. This guy won't answer my questions. He seems to think I'm trolling, and I'm not. I'm just asking questions about his work. And then he put out a video saying about, you have to believe everything I say because I'm right about everything. And Mika Dank talking about himself. Forget everything, whatever else is telling you, it's all lies. Believe what I say. This is Mika Dank. And you think, what? He's another guy that doesn't like people asking questions on his channel unless it's a positive thing in his eyes. Nobody wants a negative comment, apparently, which is absolutely stupid. I'm just trying to find the truth here like everybody else. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm a single guy, you know, a lone guy on his channel that has never been allowed to grow. They kept removing my videos. They took my last channel, all because I asked questions. Because I won't stick with that narrative. Right, so Mika Dank seems to be picking on me. I don't know why, because I ask questions. Now, Mika Dank works for Santos Bonacci, and we all know about Santos Bonacci losing the plot. Santos has lost the plot. He's lost many, many subscribers, thousands and thousands of subscribers. Mika Dank is a ball earther, and we all know that Santos Bonacci is a flat earther. But Santos Bonacci used to be a ball earther. Went to prison, came out. Well, the rumour is, sorry, it's a rumour, that Santos done a deal with the CIA to get out of prison early as long as he pushed the flat earth, to make that divide thing. So you got Mika Dank working for Santos Bonacci, but one's a ball earther, one's a flat earther. I'm not sure how that works, because there's a lot of science out there that is completely different on the ball to the flat earth. So I don't know how they agree on these things. I really don't. But how really can you trust anybody that works for Santos Bonacci after the way he's been acting over the last couple of years? Very abusive, extremely abusive to people. The devil came out in him, absolutely, a couple of years ago, and he hasn't stopped. Same thing, if people deny his reality of what he's putting out, then he just abuses them, verbally abuses them. So, yeah. Mika Dank, I do like some of your work, I really do. I'm not sure why you're putting videos out about me. I don't understand that one bit, I really don't. Something directed at me. It's just ridiculous. What, because I ask questions? I don't believe in everything you do. I believe in some of it. A lot of it seems very tangible, very sensible. But then there's a lot of other stuff that I don't agree with what you do. Am I not allowed to disagree with some things that you do? That's not right, is it? And like I said, he turned around and said about himself to everybody, to ignore everybody else, but to believe everything that he says because he's right on everything. Come on, dude, that's not the way it works. Like I said, we are all out here trying to find the truth of what's really going on. It's been a long ride. But there's one thing I've always said about my channel, that, you know, I won't lie. And I hate people that do lie. I really do. It's wrong. I won't follow the crowd because I have my own opinions on science. I really do. Just because I'm not allowed to grow on this channel, you know, it doesn't mean that I'm wrong in everything or I'm right in everything. It's just my look on things of alternative. But there's one thing for sure that I do believe, that there is a crystalline dome around the ball earth. And whether the I don't believe the ball spins. I believe the outside dome spins as a generator to give us all life inside through geometric angles of light. So Mika, don't please grow up and stop acting that way. It's not attractive, is it, to anybody? You know, you have to let people ask questions. You do. Otherwise, what's the point? You're not right about everything. You're not. And why should anybody trust you when you're best friends with or work for a guy that's just totally abusive if they don't believe his narrative? Santos Bonacci, that is. My name's Electric Johnny Hat. This is not a moaning video, it really isn't. You know, people keep saying stuff about me, and over the years I've always been called a troll, and I'm not a troll. I'm somebody looking for the truth. I don't lie, I never have. If I have, then please show me where I have lied. No, I just want to find the truth like everybody else. Technically, will we ever find the truth? Probably not. Unless something dramatic really happens to change that narrative, or those narratives that are put out there. Thank you very much. My name's Electric Johnny Hat. I just wanted to say that I am a truther. I'm not a liar. If my channel doesn't grow, it's because I'm not allowed to grow. One love to you all. Thank you.